Hey guys, how are you doing? Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. You guys, for the past 1 week, a lot has been going on social media and in Nigerian community right now. A lot of things, you know. There's this sad news that has been trending on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube about a popular Nigerian gospel singer that lost her life through domestic violence. And I've been trying as much as I can to take my time before I will make a video. And one of the reasons why I make this video is that domestic violence, I've witnessed it so many times. I have a family, I have a lot of people that escaped domestic violence. I have 2 people that died because of domestic violence, and I believe that I should use my platform to talk about it and also encourage people to do what is right for them and for their family. So you guys, the story has been trending about this young lady. She's a gospel artist. Her voice, she came into limelight when she did a song for another gospel artist in Nigeria. The popular song Ikueme that trended, I think 3-4 years ago, and that was when she came into limelight. I've known this lady for the past, I would say for the past 15 to 18 years. I know you'll be like, what? Yes, I know her and her twin sister because I've been going for their concerts. They are a cappella singers that made wave in Enugu State, Nigeria. It's sad that we have to lose this sister in such a manner. I was saying to myself, had it been that, okay, they will say, oh, she died maybe through accidents, and we'll be like, oh, this sister, she lost her life, she had an accident, she died. But the problem right now is how she died. You guys, this video, I didn't prepare for this video, although I said that I've been taking my time, but there is nothing that will prepare you for such video. I decided to jump in and say my mind and react to this video. Like I was saying, what caused her death is what is avoidable, what is preventable. I watched Osinachi's mom, her twin sister Marachi, and her elder sister. They were interviewed on BBC Igbo. You can go and watch that video and understand that this thing did not start today. And I believe that I should use my voice in a time like this. I was born and brought up in a Pentecostal church, in Assemblies of God precisely. Growing up in that kind of church, such things or this kind of things is not what people will come out and say, oh, I am divorcing my husband, I don't want to do anything with him, I am tired of this marriage. In fact, you guys, let me tell you, I've shared on this platform how a pastor of my church took out my necklace, the bead that I designed. Then I was doing bead with my elder sister. We design bead, we sell, we market, for people to see our product. I wear that bead, I came to church because I was wearing bead. He embarrassed me in front of everybody on a Mother's Day. This kind of incidents, you never forget about it. It's something that is always fresh on my memory. Whenever I see these pastors' children, I will say to myself, look at somebody that embarrassed me. But his children in his own house, he could not be able to stop them. I didn't start putting up makeup until I came to United States of America. I opened my ear when I came to United States of America. But in Assemblies of God in those days, if you grow up in Pentecostal church, all these things are being seen as something that a believer should not be doing. And being in that kind of church, I was so active, I was so engaged in children's, in teens, in youth up until I got married. So I do not want to miss any of those moments in my life. I try everything possible just to be the good child, not because I intentionally want to do that, but because I don't want to go into the bad book of a whole lot of people, the pastors. I was loved by a whole lot of people because I was trying to be a perfect child for them. Back to this story. I have, like I said, I have cousins, I have baby sister, I have family friends, I have aunts, people, I have friends, I have families. In fact, I have someone right now that is facing domestic violence. She might be watching this video don't know why she don't want to do the right thing for herself and for her children. But I pray that God will open your eyes for you to see, because if you watch the interview of Osinachi's mom, you realize that they did everything possible. When this news came out newly, people were like, why didn't the family do this? Why didn't the family do that? But go and watch that interview and you will realize that her elder sister, she said that she paid for her transport fare to come down to Enugu with her 2 children. Then she had 2 kids. She came down to the east, which is Enugu, where her mom and sister were staying. And she stayed there for a year and 3 months, I guess. The husband came all the way from Abuja down to Enugu again to plead, and she came with about 2 elders or something, and they asked forgiveness. It will not happen again. She believes that God can change the husband. She believes that she don't have to divorce, that she has to make her marriage work. Now let me bring it back home. I have a family friend that a pastor in our church came to get married to. That was about 3-4 years ago. They got married. This guy, the dad of the girl was, well-to-do. He sponsored the wedding. He paid for 2 years house rent for this man and the daughter. They were living. But into the marriage, about 1 or 2 years into the marriage, this pastor was abusing this lady. He will beat the girl, and upon doing that, he will force this girl to do the do. He will force her. At the end of the day, this girl said, you know what, I am no longer interested. In the midst of all this, she had her first baby. And when he went back to the house, to her parents, and said, I am no longer interested, because of the position of the dad, because of the way we Christians or we believers see the sanctity of marriage. Let me say this: the covenant of life is more important than the covenant of marriage. Now, this lady that I'm telling you, she went back to her parents' house, told her parents that she does not want to go back to that marriage again. Her dad pleaded with her, please, hey, who will hear this? This one will happen, this one will happen. They pleaded with this lady. She went back to her husband's house. On getting back there, the husband started again. This person I'm telling you is a pastor. He is a pastor. And when he went back to her husband's house, the husband started abusing her, doing all sorts of evil onto that girl. She now said, I am no longer interested in this marriage. I am leaving. I want to go back to my parents' house. It is when she went back to her parents' house that she realized that she was pregnant the second time. She stayed in her parents' house. She gave birth, and she has 2 kids right now. I believe that wherever she is right now, seeing what is trending right now, she'll be like, oh God, I thank you. I have another family member, not a family member. I have a neighbor where we live when we were growing up. This man got married. The wife had a son. They will fight. He will beat the woman. In fact, they will be knocking on our door when they are fighting in the night. We'll be calling my dad to come and help them, to come and separate the fight and all of this and all of that. Then we are kids. We are watching. At a point, the woman was not interested because there was too much beating, there was too much quarreling and fighting. At the end of the day, the wife left. This man went and got married the second time. When the lady came in, she started having children. She has the first one. They are battling, they are fighting. Let me shock you a little bit. He will be going to the market in the morning for his business. He will lock the wife up in the house. In the house, he will lock the door. But the balcony will be open, and the wife will come out in the what do we call it? Those days we call it gather. But I think it's the balcony of a flat, an apartment. So she will come out there, she will just be giving us money. Please buy me cookie, buy me this. My husband locked the door, please. I think that was when I was in my junior secondary school, thereabout. So I should be like maybe 11, 12, 13 years. So at the end of the day, to cut this story short, this second wife had 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. The man would beat the wife, he would abuse the wife, and the one day this woman fell sick, he beat her, he fell down, she was sick. He didn't take this wife of his to the hospital. The wife was in the house, he would go down to the chemist and buy a drug for the wife would drink. One morning he came and knocked at our house because we live in 3rd floor, so they live in the front, we live in back of the same apartment. So he came and knocked at our house. My dad came out as usual because we know them as people that fight a whole lot. So when my dad came out, he was like, please, that he should come, that something happened. The wife is dead inside their house. And I went to call ambulance, bring a car, people living around the area. They brought down the wife from third floor down to the first floor, and they put that woman in the car and take her to the mortuary. After that, the man now have 5 kids to take care of. As of today, I don't know their whereabouts. Even before I left Nigeria, I don't know their whereabouts. So now, these 4 children are now without their mother. I don't know where they are right now. Why am I sharing all these stories? I have a whole lot to share. I have a cousin that left her marriage alive. I believe that wherever she is right now watching this video or watching what is trending on social media, she will be like, thank God that I came out. I want the church to talk about this. We all know that we know, we believers, we Christians, we know, we always quote, because right now Christians will quote that God is against divorce. But let me tell you, God do not want you to die in marriage. He doesn't want that for you. In as much as he doesn't want divorce, he also do not want you to die in marriage. It is meant to be beautiful. It is meant to be enjoyable. It is meant to be enjoyed, not to be endured. I am sharing this story because I have an experience with domestic violence, because I have families. I have an aunt. In fact, when this thing happened last week, my dad was crying because he saw what his younger sister went through in her husband's house. Those years, the elder sister will come to their village when they were young. He will come to the village, my grandparents' house. She will be crying. I don't want to go back to my husband's house. I don't want to go back to my husband's house. My dad, the father, the mother, everybody will be like, oh, we'll talk about it. We'll talk to your husband. Please go, so that people will not laugh at us. What will people say? It is what will people say that caused the death of our sister. We always tend to stigmatize people that have any little mistake in life. If you get pregnant in church, stigmatization will set in. If you have baby, if you are a single mom, they will relieve you of your position and a whole lot of that. Nobody is going into marriage with the mindset that she's going to come out of that marriage. I have not seen such. But it's circumstances of things that are happening that will push them to leave their marriage. Your life is much more important. Those children that you're saying, oh, it's because of the children, I don't want to live, it's because of the children. It is when you are alive that you will be able to share your own story. Now, it is we that are sharing the story of our sister Osinachi. The family did everything possible to save her from such marriage. In fact, you need to go and listen to that interview. If you listen to that interview, oh my goodness, I was just crying uncontrollably. Since yesterday night, I've been crying. I said, God, they did their best. They tried their best in the level they understand. Now, people, when somebody tell you a story, or when somebody shares something with you, believing you, trusting in you that you're not going to tell it to other person, my sister, my brother, that person will always share your story to his or her friends. And tell his or her friends, please do not tell another person. Your story will be going here and there. And when you pass, they will do like this. Look at this one, that her husband is maltreating. She don't want to leave. She don't want to do anything. Her name is Sugi. They will be doing like this, but you don't know. So open up to anything that is going on so that people will be able to help you. There are some people that you can open up to and they will help you. You see this story, we can never finish talking about it. I am saying this because I have witnessed domestic violence that leads to death, and also have witnessed domestic violence that people escape with their life. So I don't know where you are. You might be like, oh, our sister Osinachi, her story is different. Oh, everybody's story is different. But do not compare it. You never know if your story tomorrow or next will get to her level. So run for your life. If you're in a relationship that you're being abused verbally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, you need to run for your life. You guys saw the interview of the family, the children. They said a whole lot of things. It is not what I'll be talking about here. Go and watch those videos. They say a whole lot of things. In fact, those things that those kids said, they need to go to therapy, so that those things will go out of their memory. Because if they grow with all those things that dad told them, if they grow with all those things they saw their dad doing to their mom, it's a threat to our society. Because of one father, what he did to his wife and what he did to his children. You don't have to wait until that person kills you, because if you're dead, they will replace you in 1, 2, 3, 6 months. And your children will be the one that will suffer it the most. So in as much as you're trying to protect your children, you don't want them to grow as children without father. You also want to give them a better life, because them seeing your husband abuse you It's a problem for them. So they will grow up and see that this is just normal way of life. This is just a way you live your life. It's okay to beat women. It's okay to maltreat women. That is what it is. So this story is deep. It is certain that she has been enduring. She has been enduring for a very long time. She felt like if I leave, what will happen? My music career will just go down. And this is one of the problems we have with church. If this lady left that marriage, you see, most churches will not be calling her for program. They will see her, she's not responsible. So she will be like, oh, instead of me to leave and lose my career, let me stay and enjoy my career. Now, what happened? In as much as all these things are happening, you need to be wise enough. When you see signs, you need to be able to take a bold step and do what is right for you. Because right now, Osinachi is being separated from her twin sister Marachi. It was a trait from even after they got married. The husband said that according to the twin sister. Now, the people that are suffering this right now is the mom and the family, not even the husband. Because I don't think he cares. If he cares, a woman that gave birth to your children, 4 children for you. You guys, these are the ones that we see outside. When they are inside the room, what happened? These ones is the ones the kids see. What about what happened behind closed door? At the end of the day, we will go and give account of our life. A woman that gave birth to your own children, you maltreat her up until death. This is one of the reasons why this lady was singing with a broken heart. She sang from a place of pain. If you look at her, if she's singing, all her veins will be coming out. If you look at her, she was singing. If she opened her mouth immediately, she'll begin to cry. When you cry while worshiping or praying, you are just opening up to God to heal you, because there will be a time in your life you don't want to use your words to pray. It happens. Sometimes you'll be tired of saying things. Sometimes you'll be tired of talking to God, but you groan in spirit. You cry because it's God that seeth your heart and know what you're going through. Most of the time this lady sing, she sing from a place of pain, I'm guessing, because of what she has been going through. She will cry while worshiping. She will cry while worshiping. Know when you have to do the right thing. A whole lot. I pray that God will give her rest. And also pray for the families that God will help them to go through this mourning period. It's an irreparable loss. They cannot replace her. Her voice can never be replaced. But it's only God that will heal the vacuum that has been created, through her death. So yeah, you guys, I'll be ending this here. I just came back. This is an impromptu video. I just came outside the yard and just pick up my camera because I need to talk. I'm a human being. Why? I am a mother. I am a woman. And I have daughters. I don't hope and I don't wish this kind of death for my children. I don't wish for it for anybody. I have people that died in domestic abuse, and I have people that escape it. Like I said, they will be so happy. They will say, oh, thank you, Jesus. And we mothers, we people that go to church, when your daughter come back to you and say, Mommy, I am tired of this relationship, hear their story. And at the end of the day, you evaluate. Do you want to lose them? Do you want to be answering chief? Do you want to be answering brother? Do you want to be answering deacon? Do you want to be answering knight? While your child is dying in silence because you cannot help her. When she comes out of that marriage, people will laugh at you. They will demote you. They will do this to you. They will do this to you. The happiness of your children matters most. It matters most. So if they come back to you and say they don't want to marry again, they saw something. There is something that made them to say, I don't want to marry this man again. They love that man. There must have been a particular attitude that scares them away, that turns them off. So when they come, try to find out. And when you find out, you do the right thing. Stop pushing them back. Stop pushing them back there. And society, know how you treat people that are single mothers. Know how you treat people that have baby in their husband's house, in their father's house. It's just all this stigmatization, how we treat them. I think it's one of the reasons why she don't want to leave. She believed that I don't have to leave. I don't want to leave. So yeah, you guys, let me end this here. This video is getting long. Know the right thing to do. If it is threatening your life, be wise enough and take a decision that your family will not sit back and cry. So you guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Have you heard about this story? I know everybody have heard about this story. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We pray that the soul of our sister Osinachi Machuku will rest in peace. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a beautiful week. Bye.